There you go. Right. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Testing.
Yeah.
Testing 1, 2. Testing. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to FPRL Fair Play Racing League. Today, we're here for a new start. Well, not a new start, but you know what I mean. We're here for our first ever league race around Las Vegas. Yes, wow, we're here for Las Vegas. A track that is very unknown to people, and that is going to be very unknown to us for who's going to have the pace and who's not going to have the pace, because we have no clue around Vegas. It's a new track, so yeah. So we're here for FPRL Season 6, F1 23, Tier 3, of course. Round 19. Are we really at round 19? Are we actually ending the season next week? I cannot believe that we are ending the season next week. But that's how quick it's gone. 20 races has just flown by the wind. That is how quick. I can't believe how this season has gone. But this season has gone very good. Some very good racing. So yeah, we can obviously talk more about that later on. Yeah, so we are here for Tier 3 around Las Vegas. I'm your host, as always, and joining alongside me today is...
Rosie R180.
There we go. How are you?
I'm right, thank you.
How you feel? How you looking? Well, let's get my words out. How you feeling?
Feeling alright, actually.
New track. It's going to be quite interesting, right?
Yep. New track.
Yeah. Yeah, new track, as you say, and it's going to be hella interesting, people. So, before we get into any championship standings and that, we're going to talk about a quick couple of facts of Vegas, obviously. So, Las Vegas is a motor racing event that forms part of the Formula One World Championship taking place in the United States. It's conducted as a night race on a temporary street circuit that includes parts of the Las Vegas Strip. The first race was obviously held on the November the 18th. It is 50 laps. For today, it will be 25 laps. So yeah, the Vegas Strip has certain... Well, no, really not. No one cares about that. So the lap record around here is a 1:35.490, which Oscar Piastri set. Track length is 6.201 kilometers, and it is 17 turns. It may not look like 17 turns, it may look shorter, but it is 17 turns. So we will see how today goes. Vegas. Do you want to go gambling, Rosie? Do you want to go gambling?
Ooh, nice gambling at Las Vegas.
Yes, we can go gambling. Get your GTA up. We'll just go to the Vegas casino. But the main thing we're focusing on today is the Drivers' Championship. Ooh. Today, we are focusing on L-Plan and Stiffmeister. This season, it has just been back and forth, where some weeks it's been Stiffmeister, some weeks it's been L-Plan. Every race, one race has been Stiff, one race has been L-Plan. It's just been between these two drivers the whole season, and it could finish off today, or it could go down next week. How? You may ask, can Stiffmeister win the championship? So at the moment, the gap is 14 points. If Stiffmeister finishes first, L-Plan must finish P3 or below. If Stiffmeister finishes P2, L Plan has to finish 6th or 7th with fastest lap or below. If Stiffmeister finishes 3rd, L Plan has to finish 8th or below. If Stiffmeister finishes 4th and L Plan finishes 10th or below, can win the title. That doesn't make no. So the gap's 14 points. There is no 4th place. Stiffmeister has to finish top 3. So on this, it says Stiffmeister if Stiffmeister gets 4th place, 12 points against 1. So let's work this. Let's get the maths up. So it'll be 302 and 200. Take away 277. Right, take away 277, which would be 25 points. So I see where he's coming from there. No, it's not correct because there is fastest lap involved. So that is wrong. If Stiffmeister finishes 4th, L Plan has to score none, no points. If Stiffmeister finishes 4th. Because, yes, it'll be 25 points to gap if he finishes 4th, and 10 is 1 point. But you've got to think about there's 26 points earned in a race. So, Stiffmeister, if he finishes 4th, L Plan has to not score any. But if Stiffmeister finishes 10 points, it goes down to Abu Dhabi, Rosie. What's your opinions on the championship?
I think it's gonna be close for the championship.
L Plan needs to gap for 25. Ah, okay, I see. Right. Okay, so yeah, right, that makes sense. L Plan does have less wins. Okay, thank you, Fish Sticks, for your confirmation. So yes, if Stiffmeister finishes 4th, L Plan has to finish 10th or below. There we go. So yeah, like you said, you Rosie, it's gonna be close, and we'll see how it goes today. Obviously, that bad result from Stiffmeister last week, it really cost him because he could have really made it above. He could really extend his championship lead even more. Because he was up there and then we made the wrong strategy call. So, yes. There's no rain today in Quali. Now, I do say, you may think, oh, it's Las Vegas and all that. It's not going to rain. Hold on a minute. I think me and Rosie, you can remember a different league when we did Las Vegas, Rosie, and it absolutely chucked it down for the race and the qualifying. Yeah, in another league, it was full wet for the race and intermediates for qualifying at Las Vegas. I'll tell you what though, Rosie, we saw an absolute shit show, didn't we?
Yes.
That's what rain does to you at Vegas, people. So hopefully we don't see any rain. It doesn't look like it's going to rain today in quali, but you never know what could happen. It's Vegas. It may be street circuit, but it doesn't mean street circuits can't rain. Just like Singapore, for instance. The Qatar and Bahrain are tracks that on Jeddah, well, tracks obviously never rain because it's a desert and all that stuff. It would be nice to see some rain, but yeah, it doesn't happen at all. So Rosie, we've got 2 rounds left of the championship. I know you watch the streams very, very regularly, and you race every 2 weeks or when you can on a Sunday.
Yeah.
What is your thoughts and feelings been for season 6 in FPRL?
I think this season has definitely been interesting, and definitely throughout all tiers, not just for my tier on a Sunday. It's definitely been good racing, and even I've enjoyed it being in this part of this season.
And let's have a little look where you finished in tier 4 as well, because of a whopping result, Rosie, P9. And when I was watching the stream for the last 6 laps, you actually kept up with the pace of the top 10 people, and I was pretty impressed with your performance. Is the Brazil a good track for you?
Yeah, I am actually really good at that track, and I actually enjoy it. It's nice. I have got good pace, at that track, and yeah, it's one of my favourites.
But what about this track?
No, this isn't.
Yeah.
I'd say this isn't my favourite.
I think from
Guitar.
I think from what I've heard from the interviews, without everyone throughout the last week when they've been in the interviews, top 3 interviews, everyone said no. They do not like this track, so I think a lot of people are coming into this track very uncertain and very not enjoying this track. So yeah, we will, yes, Shadows, because you're on medium traction, you fraud. But like you said, this season has been great. This season, obviously, it's been a good season, a newer game for us. So we've got some really good info for next season. So next season, I'm sure it's going to be even better, closer, hopefully as well. Not to say this season has not been close at all. No, it has been very, very close between the midfield. Lots of time we do see like the top 3 running away with it. Or the midfield, like P5 and all that, are very close. This season all around has been close in certain areas, and I'm sure next season, because now we've had adjustment to the game, and yeah, so next season is going to be very, very close. But yeah, we've had, because you're medium, Shadows, we've had 1 title crowned, which was Tier 2, and Nigel Piggle, you have to say, has been dominant, really. Since he's come back from the break, he has been absolutely dominant. I wouldn't say fully dominant, but dominant. Most races he has, Rosie. So I think that championship was looking done and dusted at Brazil, right? But we still got a championship going for these for Tier 1, Tier 3 and Tier 4. So Tier 1 at the moment, ads is closing. Oh no, actually, that has been updated. The driver's closing in, so Tier 1 could go right down to the wire. Today, obviously, we've got 14-point gap, and Tier 4, Scotsman and Frenchie, the gap at the moment is 9 points between Scotsman and Frenchie. So we have 3 tiers on show, Rosie, where it's going to go right down to the end, right? Do you think?
Yeah.
I think it's going to go right down to the end between all 3 tiers. Tier 1 and this tier can be won this week at Vegas. So can Tier 4, but at the moment, Tier 4 is the closest championship points gap at the moment, as Locker crosses the line 33-0. So at the moment, yeah, Tier 4 is the closest gap championship. It doesn't say it can't go down to the wire. As you see, L-Plan with a 32.2. Fox pulling one out of the bag and put it on the provisional front row at the moment with a 32.8. Ben 32.9. Locker 33.0. Monkey 33.1. Panic N 33.7. That's a good lap from Fox from the Tier 4 drive, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
good lap from him.
Very impressive indeed. And L-Pan currently, because we're talking about how good your season has been, Nigel. So we're being nice to you. Right, so Stiffmeister coming around the final corner now, full flat out, and across the line. Is this going to be the lap? Yes, it is. It's a 32.0, Rosie. Game on.
Ooh.
It is game on between both drivers right now. I mean, we didn't bottle it. You was just too fast for us to catch up, Nigel. You're just sweaty, sweaty, sweaty. Right, so we're watching the Dark Horse himself, Cruiser. Always gives us some surprises, Rosie, right?
Yeah.
At the moment, not a big surprise, but I'm sure that was old tyres. Are you just laughing at the chat? Yes, Shadows, I agree. It was close until... If you look at it now, just pretend Nigel ain't in the championship in Tier 2. The gap between the championship leader and P2 would be 1 point going into Vegas on 4, Alexis, on Friday. That's how close it would have been if you take Nigel away from the championship. So Nigel is a Max Verstappen dominance. Oh, whatever, Nigel. You me halfway through the races. Stop getting your excuses out, sir. I bet your cheeks are going pink from all that laughing.
Yeah.
Jake, you're off to tier 1 as well, G. I'm faster. You're faster than me, mate, and I'm not racing next season. Way! No, you was not, Nigel. You pulled away eventually. Don't stop getting your excuses out, bro. You can say thank fuck for that. You can say thank fuck for that, but mate, you're the one in tier 1. You've got to deal with AMS Drive, Drobal, ads, object fungus. Good luck, lad, Nigel. I hope you succeed, sir. So yeah, as you see on the grid, we do have a couple of tier 4s to fill up the grid, which is Fox, Radical, The Flow, and Epic Fentry. AMS Bottle. AMS Bottle. His name is actually Toby Cyril. So Epic Fentry, this is going to be good practice for the Aston Martin driver tonight, as he's only 9 points away from Scotsman in the title. So this will be excellent. Oh my god, the McLaren in the background wanted to give it some oomph. So yeah, Epic Frenchie, this is going to be good practice for him on Sunday. He needs to know all the knowledge to hopefully stay within that championship battle. We're currently watching Epic Frenchie at the moment. So yes, the last of the braking zones. Now, there is one more turn to go, but it ain't a braking zone. It's just full flat out around the right-hander. And here we go, across the line for Epic Frenchie. Is this going to be good enough for a top 10? Yes, it is. It's going to be a 33.4 at the moment, so not a bad lap from Epic Frenchie. Radical is invalidated. How can you invalidate around Vegas? I'm making you laugh tonight, Rosie. Fantastic. So, first sector time for L-Plan then. Currently down on his first sector. It's very unpredictable. If you mess up your first sector, that is the main sector. I don't really like how the sectors are performed, really. The first sector is too far away, and you got the second sector way down the main straight, and the third sector is just one braking zone. Final sector, Jake, you plum. What do you mean? Give me a plum, and I'll call. Do you know what, Shadows? You better watch yourself on track on Friday, sir. Yeah, that's what I thought, boy. L-Plan currently a 10th up, purple middle sector. If this is good, if this is a really good break, I'm really attacking it, getting on the power as early as possible. This could maybe be an improvement. Oh, I thought he grazed the wall a little bit. Validations, no, not the final sector. First sector, you plum. L-Plan across the line, and there it is. Provisional pole with a 32.044. You plum. Waving eye. Only thing I've been watching, mate, is your review virtual mirror show. Get the rivalry starting, people. 32.3 with a waving eye. Oh, I'll be so. The only thing you'll be watching, mate, Shadows, is me punting you, mate. Oh dear. How you feeling, Rosie?
All right.
You enjoying giggling?
Mhm.
On the L-Plan, that's what we see. All I want to see is a close championship battle. Just make it go into the finale. Make it rivalry. You know, rivalry. So currently watching Monkey Boy Kurt, who's not on the lap. Let's watch the flow in the Walliams at the moment. Currently hasn't set a lap time. So yes, so fourth gear, it's between third and fourth gear for that corner. It depends how brave you are. So this section is probably the most difficult. We really have to navigate it round, and now it's a little break in them, get on the power as quickly as possible can. A tiny little tap on the wall. You will quite see that a lot of people tapping the wall, as it is quite a hard track to avoid walls, I guess. And the flow now really having braking zone all over the place, and that is going to affect the flow a lot. That is really, really a hard corner to navigate. If you go too deep, you could understeer a lot and could be at threat of going into the wall. You've got to be so careful. It's currently 11.2 middle sector for the flow. We're heading up to the last corner. Well, last braking zone. Oh, again, the car is just saying no thank you. All over the place at the moment for the flow, and it's not a good banker. And across the line for the flow, Rosie.
Oh.
I think there's a lot of time left in that lap, don't you think? Oh! Crash! Crash! There's been a crash between two teammates. The flow and Locker has collided out of the pits. Locker's front wing is gone. The flow looks alright, but he's got a 5-place grid penalty. That's not good. Hold your horses. Fox is up by 0.3 of a second. No way. It's P5 for the tier 4 driver. What a lap. Wow, did you see what happened between those two drivers?
Yeah, I did.
Please, elaborate.
I think it was because the flow was coming round the last corner, and I think he was braking but didn't see his teammate coming out of the pits, and them two just went into each other.
Yeah, like you say, Fish Chick, the pit exit is the first victim. It's a radical. Yet to set a lap time at the moment. Oh, getting all over the place. At the moment, they're on the exit. Top two now out of their pit. Stiffmeister going out with Elplan this time. Elplan usually is the first one out in the top three. Usually just to try and get that lap in, but I'm sure they want to give it enough time just to make sure they can go for a second lap if they mess up their first lap. Look at that straight line. It's been 220 miles an hour, people. It is a long straight, I'm sure. We will be seeing a lot of overtaking there, Rosie. So around the final corner for Radical. And across the line, it's going to be last place. It's only a 34.5 for Radical. He's got a lot of time to get going and get a bit of a move on. Currently watching Law. Maybe setting the law for this track. Oh, pants. My Christmas just fell out all out of my bed. All over my bed. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic, Rosie. Rosie, take us on the rest of the lap with Law, please.
Yep. As he comes into sector, well, he's coming towards sector 2. Oh, he's up by 1.216. That is good from Law. And he just comes. Yep. What?
I think you'll find who is down by 1.2. He's up by 1.2. I'll be seeing him tier 1 next season. No, he's down. Right. Take us on board with Elpan then.
He's doing well going round that corner. Oh, but nearly gets out of the way of I think it's the Mercedes. Just...
Oh, sector 1. Continue.
And what are you doing?
No, I'm watching Elplan. He was up by 1.5 tenths. He just went too deep.
Oh, and Law's retired from the session.
Switch Stiffmeister then. He's also backed out. So top 2 backed out. What about Wavy Knife?
Wavy Knife is doing well at the moment, going round. He's in the straight line.
Straight line? No way. Is he going around the corner into 4th gear, Rosie?
No,
can you give us your
third gear?
Oh, can you give us your impression of that, please?
No.
Come on.
It's not even. It's not even in. Oh, oh! Now he's in the fourth gear.
I want to hear
He
your.
comes around. He comes around the corner in the fourth gear.
There we go. That's your catch. Oh! He's in the wall. He's out. He's gone
Oh.
too deep. To laugh about,
Oh.
Rosie. He has gone too deep, and unfortunately for Wavy Knife, he's over. What about Elpan's box? He's not going again. Stiffmeister is going again. Can Stiffmeister take pole away from Elpan? Elpan sat in the pits at the moment. Here comes Ben. Ben a good challenger for that top 5 position quite a lot recently. Second sector for Ben. Could he maybe challenge the top 2? 3 temps up. That would put him in P3 at the moment. This could be the result that Ben would love to see. Oh, I'm really taking it so easy. Now you get on the power. A little lift and back on the power. Now it's just full flat out around this left-hander. And then we get a straight cross to the line for Ben. It's going to be a 32.2. That's really good. Stiffmeister, purple in the first sector, up by 21 thousandths of a second at the moment. Oh, out of shape on the heavy braking and on the down way to the straight. Can Stiffmeister take pole position away from his championship rival? Second sector split time is going to be coming up in a minute for Stiffy. Second sector, he's up by a tenth and a bit. This is enough for pole. Elpan was up by that in the first sector on his previous lap. Elpan just didn't have enough strength or skill. Last braking zone, and it's now to the line for Stiffmeister, waiting up patiently. And this is going to be pole position for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. 31.8 people. But I'm very, very sure Elpan could have got that Rosie if he did not make a mistake on his lap. Oh.
Oh.
Cruiser P3. Okay, back the backs. There you go. Let's qualify him. Stiffy P1, Elplan P2, Cruiser P3, Ben P4, Wavy P5, Panic M P6, Lexus P7, Law P8, Fox with a solid result P9, Locker P10, Monkey P11, Epic Frenchie P12, Flow P13 but will be P14 with a 5 place, and then Radical.
What a result.
And I think Elpan could have definitely got what Stiffy got. Game on, I say. Vegas. So I'm eating crisps. They're very nice, to be fair.
What crisps are they?
Pringles.
Nice.
But have a guess what flavour?
Ooh, don't know.
You have to guess? It's quite easy.
I don't know.
Guess! Guess!
I don't know any flavours.
You don't know. Right. Right, she doesn't know. People in the chat, she doesn't know any flavours of Pringles.
Are you eating the Oh, it's gone now from my head now. I just had it and then I've just forgotten it.
Yeah, you just had it because it's in the chat, Rosie.
No, I did not read the chat.
I'm definitely. I can be a prawn cocktail guy, but it's not prawn cocktail flavour. My guesses? No, you're not correct. Any guesses anymore? Barbecue. I do love barbecue Pringles. Barbecue Pringles are the best ones, but I haven't got barbecue. There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Shadows. Sour cream and onion. Lightly salted. Mate, that's disgusting. What's the point of buying lightly salted crisps? No, thank you. Sour cream and onion. There we go. Not a bad flavour, to be honest. Tastes really nice. And I've got Aldi salt and vinegar crisps. So I'm quite greedy. I'm greedy.
Greedy.
Well, let's not take the piss here. Why is that, mate? Okay, I can take the piss with you on Friday. There we go. Original Pringles slap on a bad day. I don't know. Original Pringles are not the best for me. Personally, I'm not a big fan of them. But, hey, what's your favourite flavour of crisp, Rosie?
Cheese and onion.
Fair enough. You got no taste buds, I hate to say. I do have taste buds. Now, cheese and onion ain't too shabby, but my flavours vary. If it's Walker's crisps, 100% salt and vinegar. If it's Pringles, it's barbecue. You know, my flavour varies and depends on what crisp we're talking about. What brand the crisp is made by. So, yes, it always depends on the brand of crisp, people. Walker salt and vinegar, yeah. What's wrong with that, Shadows?
Are you mental?
Mental's anything. Mental in the head, Shadows. Hey! Salt and vinegar and Walkers are the best. I love salt and vinegar. I also love this co-op. Do you know? Have you ever tried the co-op crisp, Rosie? The co-op salt. The salt and Chardonnay wine vinegar. So yeah, I love that. I love the co-op crisp. They're very vinegary, and that's what crisps I like. Very, very vinegary. It gives me heartburns, but we move about the heartburns. Right, so going through the grids with the tyres. So, Flow on hards, Radical on hards, Epic Frenchie on mediums, Monkey on mediums, Lockhart on mediums. They both get disqualified. Fox going for the aggressive strat start on softs, and Law on mediums. Finish it off for us,
Nexus is on hards. Panic End is on mediums. Wavy Knife is on mediums. Ben is on mediums. Cruiser on hards. L Plan on mediums. And Stiff Meister is on mediums. Those are your tyres.
There you go. So we're about to get to 5 red. I do hate the bend. Why are we having half of the back of the grid on the bend? For the first time in FPRL, we are here with Vegas. We're heading to 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go for the Vegas Grand Prix. Is it a good start? It is a good start from Stiffmeister. Stiffmeister leads the way into turn 1. Front wing's already getting flown off in the back there. Ben up into P3. Cars going wide, left, right and centre. Down position goes Monkey Boy Kurt. He looks like he's been involved in the collision. He's got front wing damage already off the start. Wavy Knife has also dropped. Dropped down already. Crews are dropping down with those hard tyres. They're going to be absolutely freezing at the moment. But yeah, Stiffmeister gets the way. But L-Plan already putting their pressure on Stiffmeister. Going up the inside. All about it for one moment. And at the moment, not too shabby. Restart, but L-Plan's in the wall. That's the championship. That could be the championship decider. What a good start from L-Plan though, Rosie. And no front wing. It was all over the back of Stiff, wasn't he? Oh dear, oh dear. And as it stands right now, Stiffmeister is the world champion. That's really costed Elhan. That has really costed Elpan. It was right on the back of Stiffmeister. Oh dear. What was your opinions on the race start, Rosie?
I thought it was definitely every driver kept it clean because it was definitely difficult round that curve bit on the start.
Fair enough. Already on the virtual safety car, lap 1. Ben wanted to get going. Ben really close up the back of Stiffmeister. He wants to get his move on, but this virtual safety car's going to be staying out. Fox, P9 at the moment on a set of soft tyres, not too shabby start. Lots of people in the pits. Obviously, you saw front wing already off. Not even before we got into turn 1. That was Monkey Boy Kurt. And that's what happens when you're riding up someone's bum too hard. And Ben has got a drive through, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
You saw he was right up the gearbox of Stiffmeister.
He wanted to go.
Yeah, he was right up the gearbox Stiffmeister all this time, and I had a feeling he wasn't with Stiffmeister before the virtual safety car. I had a feeling he was about 1 second away, and he just decided to run up the gearbox and got a drive through. Silly Billy. Panic End. When was the last time we've seen this man up here? It's been a while since we've seen Panic End on the podium. This man's on a charge. Moment in this race. Unfortunate for Stuff. Unfortunate for L-Plan. He's got to hope for a safety car and got to hope for something in this race. Because at the moment, it's not looking like L-Plan's race again today. But here comes Ben down the main straight. Got a driver in the background. Law going for the overtake. And batteries getting used already. It's not what you need. Cruiser struggling in those hard tyres. There is Locker going for the move. And we're going to the corner, final corner. And Locker's going to go sniff for an overtake. He's got to get this done, so he's getting held up into turbo. He's going to go up the inside of Cruiser. And Cruiser's trying to hold it around the outside. Locker's not have the best of exits. Wheel to wheel. Dangerous space, go wheel to wheel. They're going to really squeeze each other out. And Ben is out of the Grand Prix. What has happened there, Rosie?
I don't know if he made contact with someone, but he lost it on that corner, and I think it's made other drivers get damage to their car.
Did we hear damage alert? Damage people. Who has got damage them? Is that Panic End with a bit of damage to his end plates? No. Locker's all clear. Lock-up's pretty good start. Don't need to worry about Stiffmeister. He's too far ahead at the moment. That's what I want to know. How has he gone up to P2? No damage for Law. I think you're on about damage, Rosie. I don't think anyone's got any damage. Could be wrong though. No, I'll take that back. Lexus has no front wing. Okay.
That must be the only driver with damage then.
By the looks of it, yeah, maybe he can avoid it. Oh, Panic End! Oh, contact! At the end of the virtual safety car, contact between Law, Panic End. Panic End nearly ran into the back of Locker, and he's got a box. He nearly ran into the back of Locker, and then Law didn't see that coming. And here comes Epic Frenchie up into P4. What is going on? We're seeing a lot of drivers moving up places. Epic Frenchie has placed his car up into P4. Fox is up into P6. Fox showing a very impressive race along with Epic Frenchie. Both of them are in the top 3, by the way, in the Tier 4 standings to confirm. Fox ain't too far back from the championship lead, but Epic Frenchie is fighting for the championship. Fox is fighting for P3. These drivers are looking very comfortable. And from what was looking good for Panic End, is now gone back down to P9. Right, so we're watching Epic Frenchy against Law at the moment. All over the place on the exits and down the Vegas Strip. And it's going to be a long way back, but it is a very long by 10th. Now coming down by 2 tenths, now coming down by 3 tenths, 4 tenths, 5 tenths gained, 6 tenths gained down a straight. So if you're about within 6 tenths of the car edge, you're overtaking them down the main straight, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
Good battle going on for P3 here, right?
Yep. Definitely a good battle.
Yes, and here comes Epic Frenchy setting the fastest lap and using all of his battery. And he's going for it up the inside now. Switches around to the outside. Almost gets squeezed out by Law and holds it for now. And using that battery, he's going to have none left at the moment. Wheel to wheel, Law and Epic Frenchy's going for it. He's going to send one up the inside. Thinks better of it. Good battle going on here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Two tier 4 drivers racing wheel to wheel, and Radical has got himself up. It's P7 all flow. That nearly flows into the wall. You alright? Oh my god, what is this gun? Monkey boy Kurt! Oh, that was so tight. We've got a little battle going on here for P9. It's all kicking off at the back here for P9. I'm sure L-Plan's not going to be enjoying it for his championship quest. And these L-Plan's now moved up to P11. Monkey Boy made a huge error. And back to the battle for the podium. Rosie, keep an eye on the battle behind.
Yep.
Here comes Epic Frenchy. Around the outside. Ahead. No, not ahead. Law's ahead.
Oh, and Flo makes a move on Radical.
Radical tries
onto the last corner.
The last braking zone corner. Not the last corner. Epic Frenchy really trying to get this overtake done and dusted with. Trying absolutely everything he can at the moment. And he just cannot get past it. It's so hard to pull away around here. As soon as you overtake, you've got a massive long straight to deal with. If you pull out a DRS like Stiffmeister and Locker, you're in quite a comfortable position. Epic Frenchy really trying for this move, Rosie. It's really kicking off. How's the back racing at the moment?
It's all right at the moment. Oh, and Radical gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting.
Right, so we head down to the Vegas Strip now. DRS enable, can Epic Frenchy get his man that he's been wanting to get for this whole 6 laps of the race down the straight? He's just got no battery to defend with at the moment. And this is not helping him out. His cruise is sitting lovely on 80%. Epic Frenchy is going to be passed. Lovely camera angle, and Epic Frenchy finally passes his man, but can he pull away? That is the question. We'll have to see about it. As Cruz is now starting to get involved. Maybe those hards are starting to get to a little better phase, Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
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 Oh, and Panic End is making a move on Wavy Knife.
L-Plan.
But I think L-Plan is... That's what it's literally what I was just about to say. L-Plan wants to get involved.
Fox is now in the box. What tyres is he coming out on? Soft to medium for Fox. Going to be a pretty hard traffic. He's coming right out in traffic. And he's going to get ahead of Wavy Knife. Oh, they're all squirming to get past Fox out of the pits. And Fox just has to sit tight because he is on colder tyres. It does take pretty long damn time to warm up. Good little battle going on here for PA at the moment. Fox on those fresher tyres will start to get a little bit more involved. Fox is absolutely lovely on 100%. Isn't that right, Rosie?
Mm-hmm.
It is Fish Sticks. It is a horrible pit exit. Oh, I saw that box. Big loose on the car there. Alright, so wavy knife at the moment. Trying to get past, but Law is getting back past his man. And no battle there with the ERS advantages.
Some of these corners are awful on this track, so you've got to be careful.
I have to agree here. Oh, Panic might be doubled overtake here. And he's going to be overtaken by Wavy and Elplan. Elplan now trying to get past Wavy Knife. He's going to go up the inside and Wavy Knife cannot do anything about it. Lovely from Elplan. Double move down the straight. Oh, and a car.
Ooh.
He lost it. Whole time. What was the pole time? It was a 31.8. Now Elplan waving. I've got around the outside. Brave on the brakes. And Elplan just says, thank you very much. I'll take that back. Good racing between these two drivers. We love to see an Elplan. Fraudulent batteries going off. 131.8, Andy. Right, so back to the battle on board with, I was going to say Rosie then. No, I'm not. I don't. My controller doesn't always turn off. My controller doesn't. Well, this is probably the first time it's turned off this season. Rosie, keep an eye on the battle for the P9, and I'll go back to the battle for the P3. Down to lap number 9 for these drivers. Curtis Stiffmeister got a 31-second gap and could have. But no worries, Andy. No worries. Oh, a little tap on the wall there for Cruiser. Here comes Epic Frenchie. Wants Cruiser back. Go up the inside. No, not good enough. Not close enough to go up the inside, unfortunately. What was your all about?
There was literally nearly contact between Panic and Wavy and Elpan. I think they're battling for P8.
You think they're battling for P8? I think they are battling for P8, Rosie. At the moment they are. And Fox now, with these tyres warmed up a bit more, he's going to want to get involved and he's going to want to get this position done. Fox trying it up the inside. And for now, things better. On as much fresher tyres as you see. 5-lap fresher tyres is going to be a big difference around here now. Fox is really trying to get involved and needs to get a move on to undercut some of these drivers. It's Cruiser on those hard tyres. Moved up to P3. Cruiser now can go chase down Locker. Currently P2 at the moment for Locker. Wave. Oh, looks like Fox has made a little bit of a mistake, but here comes Wavy Knife and Elplan. Once again, we're seeing it again for the second time in this race. Elplan going for the double over. Well, Panic ending get double overtaked, but only got overtaken by Wavy Knife. Looks it, yeah. I think Frenchie's lost 1.8 seconds at the moment. Elplan going for it. It's going to be nearly 3-1 trying to run the outside into turn 1. Panic getting up the inside of Wavy Knife. And trying to go for the move. Law's in the box already. Lap 10 and we're seeing people boxing already. What great racing we're watching here, Rosie.
Yeah, it is. It's great racing.
Panic again, moving up into P6. Elplan, oh, is he going to go out the inside here? We've never seen it. We're not seeing him move much around there. And he's got the move done. Trying it out the inside, makes contact with Panic End and backs out for lap. But now Fox is getting really held up, trying to undercut some of these drivers. And he cannot go anywhere. It's all kicking off back here, Rosie. We're not seeing any battles for the top positions, but we're seeing battles for the points-paying positions. Oh, man again went very deep there. And L-Plan is just going to say thank you very much. Wavy next up on the list down the Vegas straight. Fox using that battery. Fox is coming off the Wavy knife down the main straight. Fox really wants this position. He can also get the position on Panic End. Wavy knife trying to get the position. Wavy knife's dead. Fox up the inside. He misses his brakes. Fox misses his braking, and he has to go off the track, and that is so unfortunate for Fox. He tried to go for...
That looked awful.
Yeah. He tried to go for the move, and he just outbraked himself as Panic Ends in the pits to change his front wing. Very unfortunate for Fox. They're trying to move, and it just went too deep. That was Panic Ends. That's the problem with that corner, Rosie. At the end of the Vegas Strip, if you go too deep, you're gonna go off track, and that I'm sure we're gonna see that a lot this week in all the tiers, don't you think? Are you racing this week at Vegas, or are you saying no, thank you?
Oh
no! Fox is out, and that's a safety car. After going off down the straight, going way too deep, Fox has now crashed at here, and you can't see anything. Might have just lost it on the traction and from doing so well. And going deep in a lap later for Fox. He's our second DNF, and there is our first safety car. So unfortunate for the Alfa Romeo driver. But he got 10 laps of good practice for Sunday. That's the main thing, Rosie.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of boxes. What does Cruiser do here? Cruiser boxes. Epic Frenchie, boxes. The flow is going to stay out. Whoa, that's a bit late. Into the pit. L-Plan.
Boxing.
This gives L-Plan a chance now, Rosie, to catch back up, right? Lexus stays out. Wave Knife is in. Monkey is in. Law's obviously got to stay out. That's really going to hurt Law on the undercut. And Radical and Panic End. I'm sure Panic End and Radical will be staying out. So this now turns an opportunity, doesn't it? Over to L-Plan. The question is,
he can catch up.
Yes, the question is, can he catch up though? Can he do anything today? As it stands right now, L-Plan's only earning 4 points, and it's not enough to keep going over to Abu Dhabi. Wouldn't say it, but I wouldn't say the hard runners, Fish. Wouldn't say the hard runners. So I'm saying the medium runners, though. Lexus definitely has to pit again. Don't know why Lexus is staying out. He was, but he's got the pace to catch up, to go past him now. So yeah, and breathe, people. Yeah, we saw Fox. We saw you went a little bit too deep. You went too deep. Was trying to stay out the way of L-Plan. Yeah, yeah, I know. Very unfortunate there, because you was looking to get past one of the cars, and yeah, and then unfortunately, what happened with your instant DNFing you? So unfortunate, man. Yeah, it was looking very well for you. But 10 laps of practice, you know what not to do. You know what not to do for Tier 4 on Sunday now. Oh, look at those. Oh, we can see Lando Norris. We can see the F1 theme tune in the background. Crash. Fair enough, Lem. Lucky Fox. But it's nice to hear your info on what happened.
Oh, and Lexus is boxing.
I'm not being biased, Nigel. Be quiet.
Bit late for Lexus
I know.
to,
Yeah, I don't know why Lexus didn't go in before.
Pit.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why Lexus didn't go in before.
Lexus is going on medium tyres again just went to change his medium tyres.
Well, he was on 9 lap old mediums, was he?
Thought he was gonna go on hards.
You thought, but it didn't happen. It came. It saw. It came. We're about halfway through this race now. Still got a lot left to happen. There's your tyres up on the screen. The oldest tyres we currently have is Law and Radical on 3-lap old hards and mediums. Come on, Tier 4 boys. Fox is now here to watch the Tier 4 boys. Mainly this man here at the moment is... Oh, and this one, and this one. Didn't think of the flow there. These two are really on the pace at the moment. Epic Frenchie showed absolutely everything he has at the moment. Could take away a podium, Rosie. The man that is fighting for a championship in Tier 4 could take away a podium today, but this is great practice for Epic Frenchie. This is what he needs. Scotsman's gonna need to get a lot of practice in over the week if he wants to do anything to catch up in the Tier 4 title. And there is a battle for Tier 4 title, for the Tier 4 championship as well, which is obviously... No, actually, there's a three-way battle for the championship lead, sorry, in the Tier 4. Fox is only 14 points away, and Epic French is only 9 points, so it's a three-way battle. French using my setup, fair enough. It's a three-way battle in the Tier 4 championship. I can't believe how Scotsman's still in the championship fight though, Rose. He's been gone for like 5 or 4 weeks, and he's leading the championship by 9 points. Mental. Right, so we're getting underway for the safety car restart, people. More chaos. Oh, look at that, Rose, in the background with the broadcast view. We can see all the drivers coming up on the screen. When does Stiffmeister go? 5-way battle in Tier 4. 5-way battle then. And it's green, green, green! Green flags enabled, and Epic Frenchie already up the inside of Cruiser. And Epic Frenchie has reacted so well. And Epic Frenchie places himself on the podium of the restart of the safety car. Lots of ofs in that sentence. Here comes Elplan. He wants to get a move on for this title. Elplan. Oh, being squeezed in by Law, but late on the brake, going around the outside from left. He's got to try and get past if he wants to catch up to get past, and unfortunately, Elplan. Oh, and Law's gone too deep, and that allows going to Elplan, and that allows. Oh dear! Safety car, yeah. Jesus Christ. That was mental.
What has happened?
Oh. Law went too deep. So Law went too deep, spun, and then Elplan hit him, and there were a number of cars just hit behind. I thought Ghostin was on for a street circuit. I swear Ghostin was on for a street circuit. No, it's not.
Oh, Monkey Boy Kurt's left the session.
Please invite him back then, please.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of wings flying. That is Elplan's wing gone. Lexus. Panic Ends, wing gone. Wow. A lot of wings flying off. But what a start for Epic Frenchie. P3 at the moment for the Tier 4 driver. What a good start from him. It's going to be impressive lap performance. Double stack at Haas. Lexus is going to lose a lot of time. Lots of wings getting replaced, and Elplan onto a set of medium tyres. Not what Elplan needed. He forced Law into the error because he was going for the move on Law. But unfortunately, he forced him into an error, and it caused him to get damaged. So Elplan back down to P8, and he's not enjoying today. And I think, looking so well off that restart on the back of Stiffmeister. And now for Elplan, it is P8 and not enough to stay in the title fight at the moment, going into Abu Dhabi. Look at that spear. I just love the spear. Unfortunately, got no emojis on there today.
No.
Alright, so 11 cars left in this race. I can see Monkey Boy's just taking control of his car, which is good enough.
Yep.
So second safety car, we've had 2 safety cars and 2 virtuals today. Can't believe we've got 10 laps left of this race, Rosie. Give us your thoughts on this race at the moment.
This race has definitely been interesting to watch, and definitely a trial just to see what Las Vegas is gonna be like throughout this week for all tiers. First time seeing what Las Vegas looks like.
But on the game, yes.
Yeah,
Well,
on the game.
not the first time actually, because we've been playing it quite a lot. Well, probably when it was released. I don't think lots of people have been playing Las Vegas after they didn't enjoy it when it got released. People have been thinking, why has it been released? Just throw it away and just get rid of the track. Don't blame them, to be honest. It was one of the worst tracks I've ever seen in my whole entire career.
While the safety car is in, if you want to join our server, Nightbot is in the chat with a link. Join it, people.
You heard her. Didn't expect you to say that, but fair enough. Yeah, you heard her, people. Join it right now. Yeah, why don't you get yourself in? If you fancy a shot at maybe having a full-time seat next season, maybe, you're not saying yes, but if you want a shot, you're trying. If you want a shot at trying to get a seat next season, or being definitely a reserve next season, because next season is I wouldn't say it's far away, but I don't have any clue when next season's starting. Rosie, can you tell you watched it?
Can tell you watched it too. No one likes the dead pig track.
Agreed. But yeah, the next season will probably be starting next January. We don't have a confirmed date at the moment. We know this season ends now, next week. So yeah, we don't know when the new season's coming, but we do believe it will be probably January, knowing it. Johnny, let us know if you are in, because if you're not, and the link does not work, sir, do let me know. There is no... Yeah, very funny. If the link doesn't work, just let me know and we can get you in a different way. Green, 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 them! And off we go, and Cruiser is now looking to jump Epic Frenchie off the restart, just like Epic Frenchie did. Getting very close between those two drivers. Moment Epic Frenchie's trying to stay ahead, but Cruiser with the fresher tyre is going for the move. We're waiting for F1 24 because people need his rate. Yeah, whatever, Nigel. He's lying. So Epic Frenchie stays in, but Cruiser late on the brakes, trying it around the outside. Almost getting forced off the track, but Cruiser on the traction and gets ahead up into P3. Hold fire, just set my times. And, oh, so you are in the server. Brilliant. Good things, good things. More people. We love more people. Wavy Knife getting ahead of L-Plan. And L-Plan back up the inside. This is crucial for L-Plan to stay in this title fight and hope for something to happen to Stiffmeister today, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Here comes L-Plan. He needs to get this move done. He's going to go for it. Up the inside. We've not seen the move here yet. And almost losing the car is the Flow. And that allows L-Plan to go through. Flow drops down to P9. L-Plan getting past Radical now. L-Plan up to P5. This is a great restart for L-Plan. This is what he needs to hold in the title. I don't know what it is. He needs P3 or above. He needs P2 or above to stay within the title fight. Because the gap's currently 14 points. And yes, French has got some ball ideas. Not going to get involved with the top 4 in the championship. We'll see. We will see. Fox. We will see, sir. Right, so Monkey Boy Kurt trying to get involved now, trying to get past Waving Knife up the inside. Oh, Monkey got really squeezed, but he's now going to switch it back around the outside for Monkey Boy. It just gets shown the door, and at the moment Monkey stays behind Wavy Knife. Lexus is past Wavy Knife. Lexus is going for it on his teammate, and Lexus. I said I've soft tires. Oh, Wavy Knife's in the wall, and oh, Monkey's gone into him, and we're seeing another domino effect.
Ooh.
And we're seeing what happened with L Plan when it happened with Law. Wavy's got damage, Monkey's got damage, Flo looks to be alright, Radical's got no front wing, the Flo has got end plate damage. We have seen once again, Rosie, another incident though has been involved with a domino effect where people have gone into the other cars. That is going to be a common thing we see a lot during this week, especially with the ghosting off of all the tiers. Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
We will be seeing that quite a lot this week, people. But L Plan on a charge in P5 at the moment. Wants to get a move on. Next stop is Epic Frenchie. There we go, down the main straight. How is Epic Frenchie going to defend? No battery at the moment. L Plan through to the final corner. Is he going to get the position up the inside? And up into P4 for L Plan. Frenchie down to P5, but he is on the hard tyres at the moment. L Plan is on a roll. He wants this. He wants to come back in this title. He's not giving up, Rosie.
Nope, he is not.
Confirm.
Oh, Wavy Knife. Wavy Knife gets a 5-second penalty.
Very unfortunate for Wavy Knife. And Cruiser now on the back of his rival for P3 in the championship today. Here comes Lexus trying it up the inside. Oh, Epic Frenchie, and Epic Frenchie just says, not at the moment, please. If L Plan can get into P2, the championship goes down to Abu Dhabi. But it's going to be a big ask if L Plan gets P2, because L Plan would need to win the race at Abu Dhabi, and I think Steph Meister would need to finish like 8th or below. So realistically, L Plan's going to want to win this race, but at the moment, he's got to catch 4.3 seconds, but at the moment, he's focusing on getting these moves done and dusted. L Plan down the main straight, he's going to get past Locker. Locker now being passed. Can L Plan pass? He's Stiff Meister's teammate, not going to give this up. Round the outside for L Plan. The Cruiser's left a little bit of room on the exit. Cruiser,
that was close.
What a move! And this is really going to cost. We did hear team orders, didn't we, between Cruiser and Stiff. We did hear, I think, something from Cruiser to say he was not going to let L Plan by easily. And at the moment, he is showing why. Ooh, well planned, got it all swiftly out of control. Cruiser knows if L Plan finishes P3, Stiff Meister finishes P1, Stiff Meister is your world champ for Tier 3. It comes down to the last 4-5 laps, Rosie.
Yep.
Who do you think it's going to go the way to?
Maybe I'm gonna say L Plan. If he can get past Cruiser, then it'll be interesting.
If he can get past Cruiser, maybe a late safety car when L Plan's in P2, that would really help out L Plan, because then he can put Stiff Meister under pressure. Oh, I thought I saw on the thing, if Stiff finishes first, and L Plan finishes P3, it's Stiff Meister's championship, but it's not going to matter anyway, because L Plan's in P2, and that is second place. And L Plan's been waiting at Locker. Locker's going for the move on Cruiser, up into P3. Lexus sniffing around in the background to get this move done and dusted. Now, Rosie. Now, L-Plan has been released. And it's wheel to wheel with Cruiser and Locker. Side by side. Locker is now going to look back up the inside of Cruiser. Cruiser's going to have to defend around the outside. A wheel to wheel between both of these drivers. And at the moment, it's clean racing. And the switch back from Locker down the main straight for Locker. And at the moment, he has to hold tight. Because Lexus is coming in the background. And at the moment, it's the battle. It's going to go right down to the wire for this podium slot. It's just people battling all over the place. Can L-Plan pull from Cruiser? That is the question. Wavy Knife sets the fastest lap of the race. Rosie, this is going to go down right to the wire between these people for P3, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think good racing at the moment?
Yeah, definitely good racing so far.
Good. To help L-Plan, he needs a safety car. That's what he can rely on now to get back in with Stiffmeister. If he can have a safety car, he can really succeed. He can really challenge Stiffmeister. Down the main straight, Cruiser's unfortunately lost DRS. Did not get it down that main straight. Lexus is trying for the move in the background. At the moment, not good, but look at Cruiser's straight line speed down the straight. Even without DRS. Caught 4 tenths down that straight actually, but in the braking zone, losing a little bit of time. And we just see, yes, it is decent, Johnny. I bet you're glad you're in the server and you can get involved. Wavy Knife pass is radical. That is P9. That's 2 points for Wavy Knife.
But he has got that 5-second time penalty.
Yeah. Now, can L-Plan really needs to pull? It's P2 and it will go down to Abu Dhabi, but it's going to have to be, because the gap is 14 points. It's 21 points at the moment going down to Abu Dhabi. That means L-Plan would have to win at least, and would hope Stiffmeister's results, 1, 2, 3, 4, are P9 or below. That's how it's got to happen. Or L-Plan gets to win the fastest lap and Stiff gets P8 or below to win the title. If L-Plan wants to win, he's going to have to do a miracle at Abu Dhabi. He's going to have to play his part and win the race. But Stiffmeister's also going to have to try and just make sure he stays within the top 8. At the moment, Lexus and Locker wheel to wheel down the main straight. Both of them have got no battery. Up the inside, or maybe not. The door was shut there for Lexus, and Locker stays in P4 at the moment. L-Pan just can't seem to pull away at the moment. And the safety car is probably out of the cards at the moment. Stiffmeister's just been on another level today, Rosie.
Yeah, he has.
And I cannot wait if he does get moved up to see how he does in another tier, Rosie, because we saw that Mexico tier 1 Stiffmeister grabbed a podium. Stiffmeister definitely could be a challenger in a higher tier. Just don't count him out. He's been absolutely phenomenal this season, and would love to see him in a higher tier and see how he really copes, how he copes in a higher tier, Rosie, because it's going to be much more tougher for him to win races, but he'll have to get used to more fighting people. Don't take away how much people he has fighted this season. It has been quite a lot of podiums for Stiffmeister and quite a lot of wins. As you can see, he's going to rack up another win on the board today. And Cruiser's nearly lost DRS down the Vegas Strip for the third for 3 more times down the Vegas Strip. We go, and you can see battery lights are flashing away at the moment. And yeah, at the moment, the person not scoring points is either Radical or the Flow. It's going to be coming down between both of those drivers At the moment, we've had 2 safety cars, 2 virtuals, no more can be had now after this race. Rosie, we're going down to the wire now, the penultimate lap of the race. Who do you think? Who's on your cards for the P2 and P3?
I think because if Locker tries and catches up to Cruiser, I think he might get. Oh, I thought he got it then. Thought he was going to get P3.
So who do you think's on your cards for P3 and P2?
I think Locker's going to get P3 if he can get past Cruiser. And I think L Plan will definitely get a good P2.
Yeah, people. So, down the Vegas Strip for the penultimate time of this race, and Lexus gonna try and get past Locker. Wheel to wheel between the Haas and the Williams. Locker not giving him any space whatsoever. They've both got no battery. They've both drained their battery. Who's gonna be ahead? It's gonna be Locker for now. And for the final lap and the final time, Stiffmeister, take us away with your Vegas Strip in Tier 3 for the final time. And the final time, Gavin Locker, he's going for it on the inside. Trying to move, but at the moment just can't find it. Who is taking away the podium slots today? Who's going to be giving us the podium slots? Belpan finishes P4 or below to confirm he will lose out on the title, and at the moment he could still finish P4 and below because he's got 2 cars within about 7/10 of him, and we've still got the Vegas Strip to go down, but he has got more battery. So, who is taking away this podium? Radical is in the box. Radical has decided to call it a day and got some valuable info for Sunday. So the Flow and Epic Frenchie take away. They've had really good results today and they've kept in this race. For the final time down the Vegas Strip, who is having this podium? L-Plan Battery, Fuel Light flashing away. Who's going for it? Lexus wants this P4. Oh, he's going for it. And he's going to get the move. Not done yet. Locker's really trying to fight and fight and fight away. Who's going to get P4 in this race? Locker up the inside. Oh, I think Lexus is just going to get pushed in the wall there, and he does. Stiffmeister, it will go down to Abu Dhabi, but it's going to extend his championship lead and win the Vegas Grand Prix. L-Plan keeps the championship running to Abu Dhabi from Cruiser, Locker, Lexus, and let's give a clap over to our man Epic Frenchie. P6 for the Aston Martin driver. There you go. Panic ends. Around the final corner, it's P7 for Panic End. Monkey Boy Kurt, not the race that he wanted. It's only P8 for Monkey Boy. Podium last week and it's P8 this week. Waveline takes away a P9 with a 5 second. I believe Flo doesn't get in that, and the fastest lap for Wavy, so he gets 3 points added on. And the Flo will finish us off with the final singular point, taking it nice and easy, and a little bit of a spin across the line. What a race, Rosie.
Yep. What a race.
Yes, indeed. A very, very good race. So, Lexus is your driver today, but Rosie will decide that once we finish the interview. So, Rosie, get thinking for your driver of the day today. Yes. There you go. So, Stiffmeister, P1. L-Plan, P2. Cruiser, P3. Locker, P4. Lexus, P5. Epic Frenchie, P6. Panic End, P7. Monkey Boy Kurt, P8. Wavy Knife, P9. Flo takes the final points. Radical, P11. Your DNFs today are Law, FPRL Fox, and Ben. So yes, it's going to be 4 points. It's going to be 21 points the difference going into the final round between the top two drivers who finished the top two today. L-Plan will have to win next week, and that means Stiffmeister. That means Stiffmeister will have to finish, I believe, ninth or below, unless Stiff gets the P1 with the L-Plan gets the P1 with the fastest lap. That means Stiff has to finish 8th or below. Top 3 all stay the same from where they qualified as well. L-Plan gets back up from being absolutely last down the grid and back up to P2. There's your countdown. And I'm sure in my mic, about a minute ago, I'm sure we heard some gambling music. I swear it was gambling music. But we move along. We move along. So we now got 15 seconds until we load in. Get the cars up on the screen. I don't think L-Plan will be joining us today. Did join us last time. We're chucking one last invite and we won't pester him anymore. So yes, we head now down to the main menu where we will get our cars out on the show. Goodbye, Vegas. We will see you, we will see you back on Friday where I'm racing. And I'll probably put it in the wall by lap 2. Good fiends. We love that. And then I'll come to Rosie's house and get some tissues to cry after I put it in the wall at Vegas.
And don't you say tissues to cry?
I didn't ask you to speak at the moment. Thank you very much. So, right, let's turn off the music so we don't have to hear that in the background. Let's go over to the showroom. F1 World. Get your showroom up. Get your F123 up. Let's get the Ferrari car up for the time being. The Vegas Ferrari car, obviously, in which L-Plan finished P2. Any thoughts and opinions or anything, Rosie, on L-Plan today?
I think definitely he did do a good race, but it was hard for him to definitely try and battle it through and try and keep up.
Yeah, well done, L-Plan. Right, we don't have to change the cars for these 2 interviews. Just keep it on this ugly Mercedes car. Oh, not really ugly. I'm only joking, people. Rosie, who would you like to interview now? I know one person's going to be hoping that it goes their way for her interviews. Rosie, who would you like to interview?
I'll interview Cruiser.
There we go. He's happy now. He'll be impressed. I'm not interviewing him.
What?
Because he's not happy when I interview him when he interviews me. So Rosie, please go ahead and interview Cruiser. Rosie
Hello,
picked
Cruiser.
you, Cruiser, so you enjoy.
Oh, I feel honoured. I feel honoured. I really do.
Hello, Cruiser.
Hello.
How do you think that race went for you tonight?
Crap.
Well,
Shush.
it was mediocre to say the least. Started third, fell back a little bit at the start, went on the hards, but the safety car did help. Ironically, helped both me and Stiffmeister make said pit stop, and from then it was just almost just try and keep the tires in check. But towards the end, knowing that L-Plan had to get out third or worse, I tried to keep Lexus and Locker behind me and also keep myself in range of L-Plan. But I think he knew about it before I even thought about it, just going for a final send down the Vegas Strip. But nah, just a bit too far back. But I don't know what I can do, and I think that's now third overall for me in tier 3.
Fair enough. Do you think did you enjoy the Las Vegas? Or is that one of your good tracks?
Do you want the red pill for the short answer or the blue pill for the long answer?
The short answer.
No.
Fair enough. Trying to think of a question now.
He's washed.
No, don't say that.
Well, I know I finished third, man. I know I'm terrible.
You're not that terrible.
Yeah.
Moving on, we got the last track, Abu Dhabi. How do you think of that?
Well, it's okay, but it's always should be until Argos to end the season. But I
Agreed.
don't care. I'm gonna bet off the interviews because Rangers are playing. I'm on the Rangers
No
and
one
GG
cares.
Stiffmeister.
Celtic on top.
Yeah, we'll see.
Fair
Get out
enough.
of here, boy.
Yeah, touche. Remember for Friday, okay?
I mean, David will interview me.
Will he though?
Yeah. You're always horrible to me, so I just do it back. You know, it's just
Aw.
Since when was I horrible?
you always want to kick me off com. You always want to kick me off the interviews, so I'm just doing it back at you. Like,
It's a fine. It's a running joke. We don't hate each other. We just like to give a little back chat. As Jake now reaches the Xbox menu, and I say my goodbyes. Jake's a snake. I am out. I'm on the Rangers and Stiffmeister. I'll see you next week. Bye bye FPRL. I'll catch you Friday.
Next week, mate.
get out of here, you
What an
fraud.
exit.
He's a fraud. He's horrid. Just go. Let's all go and support Celtic, people. Come on, yes, Celtic. Smash up the Rangers. There we go then. So,
He's still here.
Audio.
Yeah, it's included.
Oh, he's still here. Oh no. Hey, Cruiser. I just wanted to say I love you too. Talk us through your quali, please, Stiff.
Yeah, it was straightforward, really. Took the fastest lap. Yeah, nothing much to say about that. It was just a decent quali in the 31, so that was always the aim for me. So good quali. I think Alplan had a little bit more pace, but I think he made a mistake in his final attempt. So that's not ideal for him, but very good quali for me.
Right, fair enough then. Obviously the race, it was about just making sure you got L-Plan stuck behind you. It looked like it was like gearbox, and then unfortunately spun, and then from there it was just you controlling it mainly, wasn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. He was right on it at the beginning. Almost touched me, I think, but in the end he spun on himself, I believe, and then it was just a little bit of bad luck for him throughout the whole race. He was caught up in a little bit of an accident, I believe, but yeah, for me it was just managing the gap, managing tires, managing ERS, and yeah, really straightforward actually. So a little bit boring, but I was talking to Cruiser all the time, trying to to see what we could do. I believe L Plan needed to finish P4 or lower, so he was trying. So GG to him. He's been a good teammate all season long, but in the end, I think L Plan managed it quite good to get that P2 back. So GG to him also.
So obviously the first time we've had Vegas on this calendar, the first time it's been held. What do you think of the track in general? Because we've had a lot of negative comments. Would you call it a crap track on a right track? What's your thoughts?
Mate, it's rubbish. It's not fun. Also,
fair
practicing in TT is it's just not fun. So skip it next season.
Fair enough. So yeah, you say about it gets a bit boring. If you move up a tier next season, mate, I'm sure you'll be fighting a lot more for that win. It'll be much more tougher. So for the finale, all you need to do, if it stays like this, and if I believe my maths are right, is P7 or above to win the title. How do you feel for this? How do you feel for next week?
Yeah, I think it's very much doable. So just need to get a result and yeah. Just look at my own race. I think if Alplan finishes P2, he's also I'm also champion. So
he's
yeah.
got to finish P1 either way, and he's got to hope for you to finish P8. Well, P9 or below if he doesn't have fastest lap. If he does have fastest lap, it's P8 or below.
Well, we'll see next week, but
Yeah.
it should be doable. But things happen in races, so
Yeah.
it's still the F1 game.
If you pull away from the mid pack, not get involved in anything at the start, you should be alright.
Yeah, it's just trying to be clean, and it should be enough.
I bet you really want in this championship, mate. Just puts the cherry on top of the cake.
Yeah, it's been a long championship. If our plan wasn't that good, I would have done it already. But he's always there. So GG to him,
I
keeping
think
up.
I think it's been
Yeah.
I think it's been a lot of this second half of the season that you finished a lot ahead of him this second half of the season compared to the first half of the season where he was more ahead of you.
Yeah, definitely. Like in the middle of the season, a little bit towards the end, I had this a string of like 5 to 6 wins, so that did a lot of good for my for the standings. But
Mm.
he still was there always. So um, yeah, it's getting to the end now, but I hope I can finish it next week.
Yes, mate. It's been a great season for you all round, and a massive congratulations. And we'll see you back next week for the finale. And let's put that cherry on top of the cake, mate.
Thanks. See you next week.
See you next week. So, Rosie, before we say our goodbyes, please give us your driver of the day and explain the why first before you say the person. Explain why.
Okay, so I've this race has definitely been interesting, and I want to say my driver of the day,
Why
even
first?
even why, is
Yes.
because I think this person has definitely done some good racing tonight, and I think definitely it was hard for this person to make up some places and try and stay clean on track, and was definitely trying to battle to get a good result. So my drive of the day has to be L Plan.
Ooh, there we go. Congratulations, L Plan. I thought he was going for Locker, but no, fair enough. He did get spun. He did spin around at the start and make his way all the way back up the field. So congratulations, L Plan. You are today's driver. Go comes driver of the day. Unfortunately, that's it.
Yeah,
I don't want to leave. But I'm sure to
so
be back.
dramatic.
Well, that's rude.
Didn't say anything.
We'll have words after this. So, hopefully I'll be back next week. I will confirm. I'm not too sure if I'll be here next week because I've got to know if there's going to be any Wi-Fi placed in next week because I'm hearing that Wi-Fi is getting replaced at this house. So, yeah, and when I go to my mum's, I can't commentate because my sister's in bed at 8:30. So yeah, I can't shout and scream. So I don't know if I'll be back
Like
next week.
always.
Shut up. So if I am back next week, I really want to be back next week, and I hope I will be. But if I'm not, well, it's been a good season. I'll say my cherries on now. Say a little quick little. It's been a good season in Tier 3. It's always been good to commentate, and I'll definitely be back next season. But if I am here for the finale, I'll hopefully see you next week, of course, to finish off the Tier 3 season. Make sure to tune in for the rest of the week where we have Tier 2s, which you'll have, Cruiser, and a different person, co-coms. It'll be FPRL Fox for the Tier 2 comms. So FPRL Fox trying out a different day. It's always good trying out different days. I think next season I want to probably try out Tier 2 if it's on a Friday. As well, so yeah, no, it's good to try out different days. So Cruiser and FPRL Fox, Tier 4 at the moment, Zelch, no one, but I have a feeling it'll probably be Crossgree and someone else on comms, and then your Tier 1 will be Gary and someone else on comms. If you haven't joined the Discord already, do make sure to join the Discord. So like what you see, jump into our F1 Discord server. Make sure to do your time trials, your gamer tag, your connection tests to get in and maybe could race for the final race of the season and prove why you should have a seat or definitely be in a good tier for season 7 in FPRL. So do make sure to join that Discord, and I'm sure you'll have great fun and be welcomed a lot. So yes, but this week I have been your host as always, General Jake, and joined alongside by
Rosie R180.
Rosie R180. You've got to have 180 at the end, people. We've got to be specific. Thank you guys for watching. Really enjoyed today. You'll be back on Friday with the two comms of Cruiser and Fox, and you'll be watching me racing where I've probably been it. Goodbye for now. Rosie smells.